Well, good evening, folks. Welcome back to Florence, Montana, and the Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. It's the Bigfork Valkyries playing and taking on the Powell County Lady Wardens here in the late match of the evening, 6:45 scheduled. We're a little bit behind because of the match that went on before, an unbelievable match that went to 5. I'll talk about how these teams got there. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vows. And I didn't get a chance to have pregame interview with Ariel, so we'll just wing it and go. Brought to you by Montana Athletic Club. Let's keep you getting fit. Just kind of guest practice, personal training, Pilates, 850 Drive in Bigfork, Montana, 837-2582. So to give you a rundown what's going on here at the Western B Divisional Tournament, if you haven't heard, before this match. So in the 10 o'clock game this morning, it was Anaconda over Mission 3-0. And then in the 11:45, Thompson Falls over Florence 3-0. That put both of those into a 5 o'clock match that just wrapped up. Probably the match of the tournament so far. Thompson Falls goes up 2-0. Anaconda wins the next two. And then Thompson Falls takes the third, 15-13, in a whale of a match here. That puts Thompson Falls into a semifinal and a chance to go to the championship at 5 o'clock tomorrow. The losers, Mission, will take on Florence tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock right here in loser-out action. On the other side of the bracket, Bigfork takes care of our lead 3-0. And Powell County obviously took care of Eureka 3-1. So for Eureka and our lead, they'll meet tomorrow morning, 11:45, loser-out action. The winner of that match will actually move into the 3:15 match against Anaconda Lady Copperheads. So that brings us to our match right here. It is the Bigfork Valkyries taking on the Powell County Lady Wardens here. And the winner of this will face Thompson Falls at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. For the loser, they'll go into a loser-out match at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, and they will take on the winner of the matches tomorrow morning, and we'll get those wrapped up. That would be the winner between Arley and Eureka to wrap up loser-out action. But we got the Valkyries taking on the Lady Wardens of Deer Lodge here in Florence, Montana. Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vows here, and I'm doing a little bit double duty. I'm going to PA or broadcast this and do a little PA introductions for tonight's match. And we got about 6 minutes or so. We'll get underway here in Florence. And hopefully we don't go 5 like the last match, but you never know between these teams here tonight. So let's take a look at the starting lineups. Starting lineups brought to you by Avril's Flathead Lake Lodge, where they proudly supported Bigfork Athletics since 1945. And take a look. Let's look at Powell County's starting lineup first of all. They are the home team on the scoreboard. And let me pull that up in my program. For Powell County, their libero is a 5'6" junior, number 14, Kelly Lamb. Then they have a 5'6" junior outside hitter, number 1, Taryn Lamb. The 5'5" setter is senior, number 2, Mary Hansen. Junior defensive specialist at 5'3", number 3, Taylor Stevenson. The defensive specialist as well at 5'4", junior, number 9, Eliana Grande. At 5'8", junior outside hitter, number 11, Gracie Hamilton. Then wrapping out their starting lineup, it will be 5'10", senior middle blocker, number 15, Skyla Pearson for head coach Kimberly Lamb. This is by Haley Owens and Peyton Owes. For the Valkyries, the usual suspects, starting lineup, libero, 5'4", junior, number 88, Tessa Troyer. At 5'10", senior. Middle blocker, number 1, Inga Turner. The setter at 5'4", it's a junior, number 4, Piper Linson. One of the captains, a 5'9", senior opposite side hitter, number 5, Ellie Jordan. That outside hitter at 5'8", sophomore, number 7, Ava Jo Davey. And then the other captain, 5'8", senior outside hitter, captain, number 8, Zoe Albert. Then a middle blocker, sophomore at 5'8", number 9, Piper Lee for head coach Ariel Stonek. This is by Josh Feller and Logan Swenson. Well, I'll be back with first serve, talk about what's going on here. Going to take a momentary break from Florence, Montana. The Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament 2022 here from Florence, Montana. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and Vals here from Florence. 406-270-7384. Text me, let me know you're listening out there, getting the broadcast. We'll be underway here shortly in Florence, Montana. Well, we're back here in Florence. About 2 minutes. I got to go over and take care of PA duties, and I'll be back on the radio for that. So just helping them out here. Tyler, the guy here at Florence that does it, just had a new baby girl, so he wanted to get home, and I said, okay, I'm here. I'll help you out. One PA guy to another PA guy. So we'll get underway. Bigfork Valkyries warming up their serve here and getting ready to play here from Florence, Montana. It's a 2022 Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament going on Thursday through Saturday. And T-Falls already into the 5 o'clock. And the winner of this will take on T-Falls tomorrow at 5. We'll see what happens here between these two teams. So I'll be back with first serve here from Florence, Montana, as the Valkyries take on the Lady Wardens. So stick around. Hey, folks out Hillebrand, listen out in South Carolina again. Thanks for tuning in to Bigfork Valkyries Volleyball here on BFSC Events here on YouTube. I'll be back with first serve here momentarily. All right, we're back in Florence, ready to tip off here with first serve as the Valkyries take on the Lady Wardens here. And a chance to punch their ticket to the semifinal, taking on T Falls tomorrow at 5 o'clock. We're here in Florence. And just did introductions for both teams. We're ready to get underway. Out there, I hope you guys are listening. Stay up late and watch and listen to Valkyrie Volleyball. We already got the starters. I gave them to you. And we'll get underway here shortly. Troyer comes in for Turner in the back row. And Lamb will come in for, on the far end, for Powell County's number 11. And Powell County will serve. He's in for Gracie Hamilton. And serving, it'll be libero Kelly Lamb for Powell County, and we're underway. First serve, dug out by Piper Lee. Piper Linson back. Albert spanks it across. Recovered by Deer Lodge for Powell County. And a lift called on Bigfork. And the first point on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard goes to Powell County, 1-0. And Lamb will serve for the Lady Wardens. Deep serve, Lee. Albert digs it out. Davey will get it across. Dug out by Pearson. Cross court. Taryn Lamb tries to spike it across. Blocked at the net. And on the side of Powell County, point for Bigfork. And Inga Turner will come in. Tessa Troyer serving. Deep serve way back. Lamb digs it out. And spiked by Pearson off the hands of Linson. And they say it's out. Point to Bigfork 2-1 as they hit the flag on the side on the spike by Pearson. Good serve. Dug out by Pearson. Blocked by Turner in the corner. All the way, ball coming towards me. And tipped off of Bigfork. It'll be point for Powell County. It's tied at 2-2 here on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. And back to serve is Pearson for Powell County. Serves it. Troyer digs it out. Spikes it across. Digging out is Jort. Linson will get it across. Dug out by Lamb. Back set going to serve. Spikes it out of play by Taryn Lamb behind the flag and point side out to Bigfork. 3-2. Ellie Jort will serve here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Jort, serve, deep, dug out. Hansen digs it across. Linson get a set up. Albert dinks it, and it's going to go out of play off of Powell County. I believe that was Lamb. Hits it over the net, but hits it out off the right side there, or left side of Bigfork. They're heading left to right on your dial. And Jort serving down the middle. Off the hand, an ace service off the hands of Stevenson for Powell County. And Jort will serve again, up 5-2 now on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Jort, shot, dug out by Lamb. Lamb at the net, Hansen back set. Inga Turner set up and spikes it out of bounds off the set by Linson for Bigfork. And side out to Powell County. Hansen will serve. And number 12, Hunter, will come in for Powell County. Clark also in. Linson back, drops it over, and Lamb can't get it over the net. Hits it right at the top of the net, so side out, point back to Bigfork. They're doubling up. Powell County 6-3 now on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Ava Jo Davey to serve for the Valkyries. Service, deep, dug out by Lamb. Hansen put across by Powell County, dug out by Albert, and spiking it out of bounds. And a deep shot there by Turner. Not as crisp as he was in the last match, just a little over hit. And side out 6-4 now. And Taryn Lamb to serve for Powell County. Serves it deep. Tessa Troyer setting up. Inga, or check that. Zoe Albert off the block of Powell County, goes out of bounds. That's off Clark. And point side out to Bigfork. And Inga Turner will serve. Lee will come in for Troyer. For Bigfork, Turner, deep serve off Taryn Lamb, and an ace service as Lamb not ready for that one on the back line. So point to Bigfork, 8-4 now. Service, nice serve, dug out. Hanson setting it, spike, dug out by Davey. Turner up in the basketball. David Joe Davey gets it across, nice save. And out of bounds, hit by Clark. So a nice save as the ball goes up into the basketball stand. She comes down, and Ava Joe Davey able to get it across. And the Valkyries get the point. 9-4 now. Turner serving. Turner, deep serve. Dug out by Powell County. Taryn Lamb, and we'll get it across as Clark. Linson going to set up. Albert off the block. Dug out by Hanson. Pearson across. Dug out by Jort. Back corner. Zoe Albert hits it from Jort. Hanson. Taryn Lamb will get it across. Jort. Linson going to set up Davey. Davey into the net. And right there, block it as well was Clark. So side out point to Powell County. Tessa Troyer will come back in for Inga Turner. And number 9, Grande will come in to serve for Powell County. Service on the way. Dug out by Zoe Albert. Back set, Linson. Zoe Albert puts it in the back corner. Dug out by Powell County. Hanson going to set it and spike it in the net. Number 11 is Gracie Hamilton. So side out point to Bigfork. They're up 10-5 now on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Piper Linson to serve for the Valkyries. Service on the way, deep serve. Lamb gets it, dug out by Hanson. Pearson off the net, or off the block of Bigfork is Jort and Zoe Albert at the net, block it but out of bounds. 10-6. And number 3 serving. Dug out by Jort. Linson gets it across for Bigfork. Hanson blocked. Pearson digs it out. Blocked by Bigfork. Dug out by Zoe Albert. Jort back in the far corner. Taryn Lamb. Up. We'll get it across. Hanson. Davey going to set it up. Spiking off the block. Fall. Drops in on Deer Lodge's side. Or Powell County. I got Deer Lodge on the thing. It's Powell County. Either one by Jort. And side out point for Bigfork. Zoe Albert to serve. They're up 11-6 now on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Zoe Albert, deep serve, jump serve. Dug out by Lamb. Hanson going to set it up. Pearson, cross court, dug up by Tessa Troyer. It's a nice save. Zoe Albert will get it across. Dug out by Stevenson. Hanson, spike, dug out by Albert. Oh, Lee can't quite bring it up. And drops on Bigfork side. The point side out to Powell County. 7-11 in serving. Kelly Lamb, the libero for Powell County. Deep serve, dug out by Zoe Albert. Linson, Ava Joe Davey, blocked by Pearson and Hanson for for Powell County. And a point, 8-11, as Lamb will continue to serve down by 3. Lamb, Zoe Albert, Linson, Piper Lee, the block. Davey tries to bump it up, but hits it into the net and drops on Bigfork side. So a point, 9-11 now on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And Kelly Lamb serving. Kelly's serve. Zoe Albert, Linson, Davey, spike, dug out. And they're going to call a double hit there on Lamb. Off to the pass from Grande and side out to Bigfork. Troyer will serve. Piper Lee goes out. Troyer, nice serve right down the middle. Lamb digs it out. And Pearson will have to get across. Zoe Albert, Linson. Oh, spiking it down. Right down the middle on the short set to Inga Turner. And 13-9 Bigfork leads Powell County here on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Troyer continues to serve. A deep serve. Lamb in the backcourt. Dug out by Hanson. Pearson looking to drop it across. And they're going to call a lift on the hit by Turner off the block. So Powell County will get the volleyball and will serve. Pearson will serve. Coming back in, number 11 is Gracie Hamilton for Pearson. Serve into the net and check that. That was number 7, Clark, coming back in for Powell County. 14-10 now. And Ellie Jort to serve for the Valkyries here on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Nice serve, dug out. Hanson puts it back, dug out by Jort. Is set up. Zoe Albert back, dug out by Stevenson. Cross, spike, dug out by Java Joe Davey. Linson, Davey off the block and out of bounds. And point for Bigfork, 15-10 now. Here the first. Best of 5. And Jort continues to serve for the Valkyries. Jort serve. Deep. Dug out by Pearson. Lamb, cross court, going to set it to Taryn Lamb. Up, Linson. David Joe Davey off of Lamb. Hanson. Zoe Albert right there in the backcourt. Linson going to set up and spike down by Inga, but dug out. Zoe. Linson, back set, drops it across. Yeah, they're going to say the Bigfork was in the net, I believe. Yeah, 15-11, Valkyries lead. Hanson to serve. Hanson deep. Tessa Troyer. Linson. Davey spikes it. Up the left side. That's an out of play. And a point for Powell County. So 15-12 now on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Hanson serving. Davey digs it out. Linson back set. Dug out by Jort. Davey. Linson will get across deep. Pearson. Hanson. Taryn Lamb. Dug out by Albert. Linson. Tried to come back and set it up. And dives for it. Gets it up but not high enough. And point to Powell County. Valkyries will take a timeout here. Up 15-13 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. I'll take a timeout here from Florence, Montana. Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament is basically semi-final action here. Chance to punch their ticket to the 5 o'clock match tomorrow against T-Falls. I'll be back momentarily. All right, we're back here in Florence. Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. Valkyries leading 15-13 in the first here against Powell County. Powell County with the service. Hanson serving for Powell County. Hanson deep. Troyer digs it out. Linson spiking it. They serve it. Zoe Albert spikes it across. I thought it hit the top, but it was still in play. And Bigfork will get the point. Linson goes up as Taryn Lamb is in the net. So sorry about the slow response there. I thought it went up to the top, but it stayed on Powell County's side so they can still hit it over. It's not out. So Ava Jo Davey to serve, up 16-13. Davey, nice serve. Lamb digs it out in the back. Hanson back set. Taryn Lamb looking to spike it. And trying to get me here in the corner. That's out of play. And point for Bigfork, 17-13. As Davey will serve again. Davey, nice deep serve. And just beyond the end line. And Powell County, Taryn Lamb to serve for Powell County. The Valkyries up by 3. Digging it out, Troyer, Linson. Zoe Albert dinks it across, drops it in the middle where nobody was. Side out to Bigfork and a point. Piper Lee back in for Troyer. And Inga Turner to serve for the Valkyries. Up by 4. Inga Turner deep. Pearson digs it out. Taryn Lamb will get it across, dugout by Bigfork. Linson, Davey into the net. Turner will go out. Troyer back in. Side out to Deer Lodge. 18-15. As 7 goes out, Clark. And coming in, number 9, Grande to serve for Powell County. Service, dug out by Zoe Albert. Linson back set. Piper Lee, dug out by Troyer off to the block by Powell County. Zoe Albert. Linson spiking it. Is Albert dug out. Pearson across. And spiking it into the net for Powell County, number 11. That's Hamilton. And point side out to Bigfork. Linson to serve. Or check that. Linson continues to serve. Up by 4, 19-15. Linson's service into the net. Just need to get it across. And 16-19. Side out to Powell County. Number 3, Stevenson will return to the lineup for the Lady Wardens, and she'll serve here. 16-19 or 19-16 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Valkyries lead. Service dug out by Troyer. Linson hits, sets too far outside, and Jort hits the flag on the net. That's out of play, and point for Powell County. Right at me. That one's out of play. Side out to Bigfork, and they go up 20-17 now on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Zoe Albert to serve for the Valkyries. Deep serve, dug out by Hanson in the corner, or check that, Stevenson. Up, spike. Piper Lee gets it across, drops it in the middle. And nice block there by Ava Jo Davey at the net, out jumping Pearson off her hands and out of play. And Bigfork goes up 21-17 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. Here in Florence, Montana, the final match of the day is between the Valkyries and Powell County. All other match, and I'll give you a rundown of that here later on. So all the matches are set up for tomorrow except for where these two teams go, and then the morning winners will play the losers of these last two games. So, and I'll give you the total rundown of the tournament here when we get done with one of this first game, so you know what's going on. I'll be back here tomorrow, whatever time the Valkyries play, and be broadcasting live here as well. So Zoe Albert will continue to serve for the Valkyries. They're up 21-17 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard in set number 1. Best of 5. Zoe Albert, nice deep serve. Dug out by Taryn Lamb, back set. Pearson into the net. And point for Bigfork as Jort's right there at the net as well. Pearson into the net, 22-17, and Albert serving for the Valkyries. Deep serve and hits that one long. Try to get it to the back line and keep it deep, make it difficult on Powell County. And Kelly Lamb, the libero, will serve down by 4, 22-18 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Lamb, service deep. Zoe Albert digs it out. Linson's going to set up. Davey on the spike into the net, and Powell County can't dig it out as Hanson hits it up in the net. And 23-18, Inga Turner goes in for Piper Lee. And Tessa Troyer to serve for Bigfork, trying to get the last two in this set. Deep serve, nice. Pearson will dig it out. Lamb's going to get it across. Zoe Albert, Jort, blocked, dug out by Albert. Jort will get it across and a nice dig. Pearson looking to block it and spike it. She kills it down the middle off Albert's hand, and point to Powell County and side out. And number 7, Clark, comes back in, and Pearson is served down by 4. Pearson serves into the net. So that puts game point here. And Jort to serve up by 5, 24-19 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Service by Jort, nice serve. Lamb, push it across. Tessa Troyer, Linson, spiking it off of Lamb, digs it out. Taryn Lamb will get it across, dug out by Linson, cross, Davey, cross court, and just out is Ava Jo Davey. And side out point 24-20, and Hanson to serve for Powell County. Deep serve, Tessa Troyer, Linson. And Linson was in the net. She tried to tip it across. Point to Powell County, Hanson to serve. They're up by 3. Hanson dug up by Tessa Troyer. Out of play. And point for Powell County. Timeout taken by the Valkyries. Their last timeout here. As they're up 24-22 here in the first. Trying to close it out and take the lead here in the first set. Best of 5 up on Powell County. Yeah, just need to do a better job at going ahead and receiving that serve, getting it into play. They're going to come in the middle either to Davey or Tessa Troyer. On the back line, Zoe Albert and Jort in the far corner. Piper Linson and Inga Turner up by the net. And Hanson will serve down by 2. Here comes the serve. Deep, Tessa Troyer. Can't handle it. Hits it out of play. And within 1 at 23-24. Hanson. This time Troyer handles it. Linson. Davey. Oh, over the hands. Right into number 7, Clark, and it drops on the side. Point and game set point here in the first. 25-23. The Valkyries win the first set on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. And that was a big one as they struggled to return the serve, but got this one and able to get it across here for set number 1. Up 1-0 here in the first. I'll be back from Florence as it's Powell County taking on Bigfork. So I told you I'd give you the rundown of everything that's going on here. So the matchups for tomorrow, they get underway at 10 o'clock in the morning. In loser-out action is Mission taking on Florence. That's at 10 a.m. And then the winner of that will move into a 1:30 match taking on the loser of this match. Then at 11:45, it's Arley taking on Eureka. And the winner will move on to take on Anaconda at 3:15. 1:30 tomorrow. It's loser tonight taking on the winner of Mission and Florence. And then I'll talk about the others. The winner of this match will take on T Falls in the 5 o'clock match. And then there's a 6:45 after a couple games tomorrow that will continue on in the tournament. So we're ready for set number 2, best of 5. Sorry I had to cough. Didn't want to do it in your ear. And Bigfork, same lineup. Tessa Troyer will come in as they get the serve first for Piper Lee. And same thing going for Powell County. The same starters. Troyer, serve, deep. Off of Pearson, out of play. And the first point goes to Bigfork for Troyer. on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Troyer deep. Lamb digs it out. Hanson, Pearson. Dug out by Troyer. Nice dig. Hanson looking to set up Pearson. Blocks it across. And Linson quite can't get to it as it drops across past Jort off of Pearson's attempt off of Jort. And 1-1 is side out as Kelly Lamb comes in the libero to serve for Powell County. Zoe Albert, Linson, Albert from the back. Dug out by, and Inga Turner, nice block, dug out by Powell County. Spiking it, dug out by Albert. Piper Lee. Davey gets it across. Powell County looking to set up. And they're going to call a double hit on Powell County. Side out point to Bigfork. It looks like Jort will serve up 2-1 now on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Jort, nice serve. Lamb, Hanson, Pearson. Off the block of Turner and drops on Bigfork side and a side out point to Powell County. Looks like number 7, Clark's in the match for Powell County. Service by Pearson. Zoe Albert. Linson. Albert gets it across. Back deep corner. Dug out by Stevenson. Lamb will get it across. Jort. Oh, off of Lamb on the spike by Inga Turner. Goes out of play and point for Bigfork. Up 3-2. Side out, Ava Jo Davey to serve for the Valkyries. Davey, deep serve, Lamb. Piper Linson puts it across. Davey, Linson, spike. Zoe Albert off of Powell County, out of bounds or out of play, out of bounds, same thing. And point for Bigfork, 4-2, and Ava Jo Davey will continue to serve for the Valkyries here. Davey, nice serve, deep, dug out by Pearson in the corner. Lamb, Pearson will put it across, dug out by Tessa Troyer. Linson. And a lift called by Linson, side out point to Powell County. Stevenson will go out, and number 12, Hunter, will come in. Hanson will serve for Powell County. Serves it. Tessa Troyer digs it out as it hits the net cord, and Troyer can't handle it quite. 4-4 now on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Hanson serves. Davey. Linson spiked off the hands. At the net, you can see that one from here. They got that one right, 5-4. Side out to Bigfork as Inga Turner will serve for the Valkyries. Piper Lee back in. Deep. Dug out by Powell County. Taryn Lamb blocked. And Piper Lee and Zoe Albert can't quite dig it out. Turner will go out. Troyer in, serving. Taryn Lamb, Troyer, Linson. Zoe Albert cuts it, spikes it, and it drops off Taryn Lamb as nobody from Powell County could get to it. Side out 5-5. Piper Linson to serve for the Valkyries. Or check that, 6-5 now on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Linson, service, deep, dug out. Hanson, spike, blocked at the net by Piper Lee. And Ellie Jort onto their side, and a point. Linson to continue to serve on that spike by Hamilton attempt. Linson serving deep. Hamilton digs it out. Hanson back set. Clark dug out and trying to grab it and get it is Davey, and Tessa Troyer drops on Bigfork side. Point and side out to Powell County. Number 9, Grande back in for Powell County to serve. 7-6 now on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Davey digs it out. Linston, Piper Lee hits it. And we're tied at 7 apiece. Grande continues to serve. Davey, Linston. Jort on the spike. Lamb digs it out. Hansen. Right there is Linston in the court. Jort. Piper Lee gets it across. Pearson hits it. Lamb going to set up. Spiking it down. Off the block. Number 11, Hamilton. And point to Powell County. They're up. And they lead 8-7 now. Here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Here in Florence, Montana. In set number 2, Valkyries won the first. Linston going to set up Davey, or check that. Zoe Albert hits it into the net off the right side of the Linston set. Bigfork will take a timeout, trailing by 2, 9-7 here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. I'll be back from Florence, Montana in the Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament 2022. All right, we're got to bring that mic back down. It might help. We're back in Florence, and Bigfork trails by 2, 9-7 on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. In set number 2, they took the first, and serving Powell County deep, short on the spike, too deep on the set by Linston. Number 9, Grande serving. Check that. It's off the tip. So actually that's a point for Bigfork. 9-8, side out. It'll be Zoe Albert to serve. So the line judge in the corner called that tip. Albert's serve, Taryn Lamb. Set Hansen, Pearson into the net. Tied at 9 by Pearson on the spike. Zoe Albert deep, dug up by Lamb. Hansen going to set up Pearson. Pearson blocked by Jort. Hansen setting it up, crossed. Dug out by Zoe Albert. Linston going to set up. Zoe Albert deep back in the corner. Hansen. Spike. Dug out by Albert, by Deer Lodge. And spiking it down. And they say no tip on that one. Out of play, and point side out to Powell County. So 10-9, Bigfork trails on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Number 3 serving. And drops that one in. Or checked that. She says it's in, but then called it out at the last minute, changed it. So 11-9. And Bigfork, or 11-10, Tessa Troy to serve. So a little Taryn Lamb will dig it out. Deer Lodge getting it across. That's going to go out of play. I believe that was number 9, Grande, hitting it out. And point to Bigfork. They're up 11-10 now here on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Tessa Troyer, deep serve, dug out by Lamb. And Stevenson across. Tessa Troyer going to dig it out. Linston sets up Davey. Davey spikes it down the line, is good. And 12-10 now. Troyer serving. Nice serve. Pearson has to handle it. Hansen. Pearson going to spike it. Blocked by Turner at the net. And drops down for a point for Bigfork. 13-10, timeout taken by Powell County. I'll be back momentarily. All right, we're back here. Valkyries serving. Tessa Troyer up 13-10 here. And I'll try to figure this out here and get some music during the timeouts. Here in the second set. Troyer's serve is deep, dug out by Lamb. Hansen back set, spike, and that one hits right in. And point side out to Powell County. It's 13-11 now. Lamb to serve, dug out by Albert. Pearson gonna look, Turner right there. Pearson jumps over Turner and drops on Bigfork side. 13-12 now on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Lamb to serve deep. Tessa Troyer digs it out. Linson going to set up Jort. Jort gets it across. Dug out by Hansen. Pearson spikes it. Dug out by Troyer. Linson going to set it up. Inga Turner crossed. Linson going to put it across. Was blocked by Pearson. Hansen going to set it up outside. Blocks it down the line. Is Taryn Lamb with the block. And we're tied at 13 here in the second. Best of 5 here in Florence. Into the net was Lamb. And see if I can get connected up. Here. Jort to serve, up by 1. Lamb will dig it out. Hansen back set. Taryn Lamb tries to drop it across. Can't get it across. And points for Bigfork. Ellie Jort continues to serve. Jort serve, dug out. Powell County, Hansen, Pearson off the block and out of bounds off of Inga Turner. So side out point for Powell County. Pearson to serve. Troyer. Linson going to set up Turner. Turner block off of Lamb. And point. For Bigfork, Ava Jo Davies serving. 16-14 now on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Davy deep off of Powell County in the back. Can't quite see from here, but an ace. And point for Bigfork. And Ava Jo Davy to continue to serve. Davy. Lamb off of her. Oh, dug out by Lamb. Linson. Zoe Albert back deep in the corner. Pearson tries to get to it. Can't get it up and over. That'll be 4. And four hits, 18-14 now. Davies serving, up by 4. And Davies served just a little bit deep. And Powell County, Hansen will serve. Hansen, Tessa Troyer, Linson, Zoe Albert down the line, spikes it good. 19-15, side out to Bigfork. And Inga Turner to serve. Spike by Piper Lee, out of bounds. And side out to Powell County. Turner will go out. Tessa Troyer in, 19-16. Dug out, Linson. Across by Albert, back corner. Hanson will grab it out. And mishandling it. It's side out point for Bigfork, 20-16. Linson serving for the Valkyries. Linson served deep. Pearson gets it, can't handle it. Oh, Hanson will put it out of bounds. And side out point for Powell County. That one looked like that might have been going out. Number 9, Grande back in to serve for Powell County. Yeah, the 3-point lead for the Valkyries. Service. Tessa Troyer, Linson, Zoe Albert deep. Stevenson set up Pearson. Off of Davies' hands. Drops on Bigfork side and a point for Powell County. 20-18 now on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. Valkyries lead. Number 9, Grande continues to serve for Powell County. Service deep. Tessa Troyer digs it out. Linson going to set up Zoe Albert. Zoe Albert spikes, drops it across. Hanson going to set up and dug out. Oh, nice dig. Linson, then Albert, and Davey gets it across. Pearson blocked. Lamb across. Linson, Zoe Albert drops it. Powell County gets it. Pearson off of Tessa Troyer, up in the stands on the spike. And Powell County with a point. 20-19 now on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. Deep serve. Troyer digs it out. Zoe Albert. Jort will take it down the line, get it down there. Hanson. Taryn Lamb putting it across. Dug out by Albert. Putting it across. Dropping it is Jort. And almost gave up on a little bit too soon. 21-19. The Valkyries lead. Here, Zoe Albert to serve for Bigfork. Service deep. Lamb. Hanson going to set up Pearson. Pearson blocked by Piper Lee. And they call a lift. So 22-19 here in the second as they won the first timeout taken by Powell County here. And I'll take a timeout here as the Valkyries lead by 3 on the Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. All right, we're back here in Florence as Bigfork leads 22-19 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. And Zoe Albert to close out the second right here. Here goes Albert's serve deep. Lamb digs it up. And Piper Lee, Davey down the line. In, it's good. The Valkyries up 23-19. Here. And Zoe Albert to continue to serve for the Valkyries, up by 4, trying to close this out and go up 2-0. Deep, Albert, dug out by Powell County. Troyer. Pearson right at the net, drops it on Bigfork side. 23-20 now. Bigfork Elites here on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And serving, number 3 is Stevenson for Powell County. Service, Tessa Troyer. Linson looking to set up Davey. Davey off the block. Pearson, double hit. by Pearson. So game and set point here in game number 2. As Tessa Troyer will come to serve. Service, dug out by Lamb. Hansen going to put across. Blocked by Inga Turner. Zoe Howard back deep. Linson going to set up. Turner on the spike. Drops it. Game point 25-20. And they go up 2-0 here from Florence. And I'll be back with a third set here from Florence, Montana, as the Valkyries lead the Powell County Lady Wardens 2-0. Well, welcome back. Valkyries win the first 2 sets 2-0 and headed to the third. And Powell County will serve. It's the libero Kelly Lamb to serve for Powell County. 2-0 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Lamb's deep serve, dug out by Albert. Block. Nice spike there by Davey, dug out by Powell County. Tessa Troyer. Linson back set. Off the block on the spike and kill by Ellie Jort, and out of bounds. It'll be point side out to Bigfork, and Tessa Troyer will serve. Troyer serve deep. Dug out by Stevenson. Dropping it across. Jort grabs it. And then Inga Turner back to Jort. Hanson will get it across. Linson. Jort looking to set up. Davey from the backcourt. Dug out by Powell County. They're going to call Powell County in the net. Looks like Pearson, and 2-0 Bigfork here in the third against Powell County. Troyer, nice serve. Dug out by Powell County. Hanson back setting. Pearson can't quite get it on the set. It's behind her, hits it left-handed, and it stays on Powell County's side. 3-0 here as the Valkyries lead. Service by Troyer. Right down the middle. Stevenson, Hanson, back set Pearson. Pearson off of Troyer, up in the stands, and a point. Pearson, number 15, can really swing it for Powell County. And she'll be serving as the Valkyries lead 3-1 now on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Pearson's serve. Troyer, Linson to set up. Jort on the spike. Off of Pearson, out of play. And the Valkyries will get the side out and the point. 4-1 now. Here in the third. And Jort to serve for Bigfork. Shot by Jort down the line. Nice serve. Gets an ace as Pearson can't handle it. And 5-1 now. First to 5 as Coach Dahlneck talks about. Short service on the way. Drops it in front of Lamb. And a nice short serve. Timeout taken by Powell County. As the Valkyries lead 6-1 now on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. I'll be back with the third set here from Florence, Montana. All right, Jort continued to serve, up 6-1. Jort serve on the way. Pearson digs it out. Hansen gonna set it up. Spike. And both Albert and Troyer go for it on the spike. There by number 5. Rich for Powell County. Side out. Hansen to serve. Down 6-2 in the net. Troyer digs it out. Nice dig out. And spike there by Inga Turner. But Tessa, the ball was dying off the net cord. Gets it to Linson. Linson sets up Turner, and Turner spikes it over the right side. 7-2. Side out. Ava David serve. Davies serve. Jump serve. Oh, gets it across the net cord. It drops right in front of number 12, Hunter. 8-2. And Ava Joe Davy continue to serve for the Valkyries. Service. Deep. Lamb digs it out. Hansen across. Jort. Linson gets it across. Dug out by Powell County. Zoe Albert puts it down the line. Dug out. Powell County. Linson will set up. Spiking it. Out is Inga Turner. And side out point to Powell County. 8-3. And serving number 5, Mariah Rich. For Powell County. Rich service. Davy, Linson, Albert off the block. And blocked there by number 12, Hunter. Onto the Bigfork side. Point for Powell County. Troyer digs it out. Inga Turner. Albert will get it across deep. Pearson. Hansen going to set it across. Spike. Dug out by Davy. Zoe Albert gets it back deep. Dug out by Powell County. Hansen. Spike across. Davy. Another dig. Linson. Zoe Albert spikes it down. And a nice spike there by Zoe Albert. Cross court right down the middle. And side out point for Bigfork. Piper Lee comes back in for Troyer, and Inga Turner will serve for Bigfork. Turner, service down the line, dug out by Powell County. Hansen going to set up. Spike off of Turner. Jort. Lindsay gets it across. Hansen, back corner. Dug out. Davy diving for it. Can't quite control it behind Jort. And point side out to Powell County. As number 9 replaces number 7. That's Grande replacing Clark, and Grande to serve for Powell County as they're up Bigfork's up 9-5 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Tessa Troyer digs it out. Piper Lee. Zoe Albert gets it across. Pearson back off of Pearson, off of Zoe Albert. Tessa back by Linson across. Hanson back set. Dug out. Bigfork in the net on the attempted block. Number 12, Hunter's spike. So point for Powell County. And number 9, Grande continues to serve. Down by 3. Dug out. Linson's going to put it across. Spike down the line by Powell County. Davey from the backcourt spikes it. Dug out. Powell County Hanson. Blocked is Pearson. Dug out. Davey. Linson. Zoe Albert digs it across. Punches it across. Tessa. Piper Lee spikes it down. Nice job by Piper Lee. 10-6 now. So the first to 5, first to 10. And Piper Linson to serve for the Valkyries. Nice serve, dug out. Spiked. And out of play off of Powell County as Jort leaves it alone and it falls out of play. Hold on. They're going to replay that point, not sure. So 11-6. Linson served deep. Dug out by Powell County. Hanson, back set. Spikes it deep. Number 12, Hunter. And point for Bigfork, 12-6 as they double up Powell County here in the third. They won the first 2 already. Linson service deep. Dug out. Pearson spikes it. Dug out. Tessa Troyer. Zoe Albert hits it first. And side out, or point, for side out point for Powell County. Number 3, Stevenson to serve. Down by 5. 12-7, the Valkyries lead on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Service. Troyer. Linson. Zoe Albert. Linson on the block. Piper Lee gets it back in the corner. Dug out. Stevenson. Cross by Powell County. Zoe Albert on the spike. Dug out by Powell County. Tessa Troyer. Linson going to set up again. Nice cross cut spike there by Zoe Albert. 13-7. Getting it past Hamilton, number 11. So Albert will serve for Powell County, up by 6. Albert served deep. Pearson. Hanson going to set up Pearson. Pearson on the spike. Spikes it in on the line. Got to find the volleyball. It went out of play, so a new volleyball. And side out to Powell County, 13-8 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. And Kelly Lamb to serve for Powell County. Service deep. Zoe Albert digs it out. And set Albert from the back, spiking it. Dug out by Powell County. Hanson will set it from the back, spiking it. Number 9, Grande into the net. 14-8, side out to Bigfork. Tessa Troy to serve, and Inga Turner comes in for Piper Lee. Up by 6. Nice serve right down the middle. Dug out. Hanson, Pearson. Pearson hits it in the net. 15-8 now on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. And Tessa Troyer continues to serve for Powell County, or for Bigfork to Powell County. Dug out by Powell County. Hanson going to set up Pearson. Pearson blocks off the hands of Powell County. And point for Bigfork. And they'll take a timeout here from Florence, Montana, as the Valkyries lead this one 16-8 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. I'll be back. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vows. All right, we're back in Florence. Valkyries lead 16-8 in the third. They won the first two. Best of five. Troyer service. Dug out by Lamb. Hansen, back set. Pearson. Spike into the net. Dug out. Inga Turner gets it. Jort puts it across. Stevenson. And Taryn Lamb quite on the set. Nearly out of bounds. Can't quite get it across the net. 17-8 now here in the third. The Valkyries lead. Troyer, deep serve. Taryn Lamb. Hansen looking to get it across and hits it out of bounds. Down the line. And 18-8. Up by 10 now is the Valkyries. Testa, service, dug out. Hansen, blocked by Bigfork. Right there is Jort and Inga Turner on the block. 19-8 here in the third. Troyer continues to serve for Bigfork. Serves it deep. Off the hands. Hansen's going to get it. Pearson blocked. But it goes out of bounds. Off the block by Turner. And side out point for Powell County. As Clark comes back in. And Pearson will serve for the Lady Wardens. Service. Gets it over. Zoe Albert digs it out. Jort set up by Linson. Pearson. Hansen. Outside Taryn Lamb. Gets it across. Zoe Albert. Linson going to set up. Davey off the top of the net. Gets it across. Dug out. Taryn Lamb gets it across. Jort off the Linson set. Tessa Troyer. Linson. Spike down. Out of bounds by Inga Turner. But way to swing by Turner. 19-10 now here as Pearson and dear Powell County will get a point. Trailing by 9. Davey, Linson, Zoe Albert for the back. Spikes it, dug out by Lamb. And spike down. Hansen digs it out off the Turner. Block. Zoe Albert, Linson, Jort. Back in the corner. Pearson battling there with number 3, Stevenson. It drops on the side of Powell County. And Powell County without any more timeouts, and they trail 20-10 as the Valkyries double them up. Jort serving. Oh, into the net by Ellie Jort. And 20-11. Number 12, Hunter back in, and serving is Hansen for Powell County. She's had really good luck serving. Right between Davey and Tessa Troyer. 12-20, Valkyries lead on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. And Hansen will serve for Powell County. Deep serve, Tessa Troyer digs it out. Linson setting up, spike off of Lamb. And a nice spike there by Inga Turner. Up 21-12, up by 9 here. Service into the net by Ava Jo Davey. And an 8-point spread here, 21-13. And Taryn Lamb to serve for Powell County. Tessa Troyer digs it out. Linson going to set up Zoe Albert. Zoe on the spike off of Pearson up in the stands. And side out point for Bigfork, 22 now, 13 as they lead by 9. Troyer will come out. Lee will go in on the front line, and Inga Turner will serve for the Valkyries. Service, Turner down the line, dug out Lamb, Hansen across, and in the net. Bigfork, digs it out. Short gets it across off the Linson save. Piper Lee, Linson back across, dug out by Lamb. Hansen back corner. Jort, Linson, Zoe Albert down the line. Hansen digs it out. Spiking it across, dug out by Linson. Piper Lee, back set, Zoe Albert down the line. Dug out by Pearson. Jort on the spike. Or check that, Piper Lee on the spike in the middle. 23-13, up by 10 now. On your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard are the Valkyries. Looking to close this one out. Inga Turner serve, dug out. Hansen going to set up, spike across, dug out by Davies. Set up, Zoe Albert on the spike, dug out by Hansen right there. They'll get it back. Back in play is Hamilton. Linson going to set up Piper Lee. Piper Lee into the net on the spike. And side out to Powell County, 23-14. Tessa Troyer will come in the match for Inga Turner, and serving number 9, Eliana Grande for Powell County. Grande serve deep. Tessa Troyer. Linson. Zoe Albert going to stick it back. Dug out. Spiking off the block. Drops on the side on the spike by Hamilton. And point for Powell County as Grande will continue to serve for the Lady Wardens. Deep serve, dug out by Davey. Linson, Zoe Albert, back corner, nice job. Dug out by Powell County's Lamb. Out of play on the spike by Pearson, and that'll be game and match point, 24-15 here in the third. And Piper Linson to serve for the Valkyries to try to close this one out here from Florence, Montana. Day number 1 of the 2022 Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. Linson serve on the way, deep dug out by Lamb. And will they get it across? They just do. Piper Lee, back set, short on the spike, off of Lamb, out of play, and they win this one 25-15. So they win in 3-3-0, and the score is 25-23, 25-20, and 25-15. I'll see if I can get the coach over here for a post-game interview. So welcome to the post-game show. Post-game brought to you by Averill's Flathead Lake Lodge, where they've proudly supported Bigfork Athletics since 1945. So a big win. I get a chance to talk to you after the previous win against Our Lady, 3-0, as you win that one 25-14, 25-14, then 25-23. But you swept Powell County 3-0. 25-23, then 25-20, then really took it to him 25-15. Coach Ariel Stallnack joining me on the post-game. Talk about your kids and how well they played in this match against Powell County.
Yeah, the girls did great. Can you hear me? Perfect. There we go. Yeah, the girls did great. Our mentality going into the game was that this could be a completely different team, no matter what the score was the last time we played them, that we start over with them as if they're the team to beat. And the mentality we're also going with is just like that should have been our best game of volleyball we've ever played, and then the next game tomorrow should be our next best game of volleyball you've ever played. Like, put your heart into it until we're all the way to state. So they're so close.
Well, I thought they played really well. A little, in the first, kind of let them back in 25-23, but then 25-20, then the last one really finished things up, 25-20, or 15, excuse me, and wrapping up and beating them in 3. Now, Thompson Falls before, that's your opponent for tomorrow, took on Anaconda, and that one went 5. That was a heck of a match.
I called it. I knew it.
They went up 2-0, and then Anaconda came back and won the next 2, but then 15-13 in the 5th. So give me the stats. Who led the way? I thought everybody played really, really well. Some good spikes and really hustling for the volleyball, as you guys do as a team. The digs, the kills and all that. So what do you got for me, Coach?
Let's see. My favorite one and one of my most important things is we served at a 91.7%. Our goal is to always serve above a 90%. I firmly believe that. And it's happened to us before where we out-hit a team, out-dug a team, but we served so poorly that we lost. So our goal, and I don't know if you watch Tessa Troyer out there, our goal is to serve seam. We work seam serving every single day, and you might not get the ace, but it puts the other team out of system, and that's our goal. And she did exactly what we needed to do over and over, and she did really well with 100%. She served 100%. That's great. I didn't even know that. That's great. Well,
she does, I think, a phenomenal job. She's kind of like an unsung hero. The other ones really kill it, but she really serves well as your libero and makes digs and makes plays for you.
Like silent assassin. She does really good. She's quiet.
That is correct.
Let's see what else here. Zoe led us with 9 kills. It's just great. I mean, Zoe 9, Ava 7, Ellie 7, Inga 7. Like, we shared the wealth of these hits all the way around. Ellie led us with a .35 hitting efficiency, and that's just phenomenal. We love to see it. And let's see, what else? Inga led us with blocks. She had 3.
Well, that's a great one. We got more coming up tomorrow, and you guys you don't have to play till 5 o'clock winning this one 3-0.
We're going to the mall.
Well, I'm going to head home, and hopefully I get power back. I still don't have power at my house. The lines are down. They haven't fixed it. So Powell County, they'll have to play at 1:30 tomorrow. And
awesome.
They'll take on the winner, of Mission and Florence. I'm not sure who's going to win that one. And then the Eureka, the winner, will take on Anaconda. But you guys are in the driver's seat. If you can take care of business, we can put you in the championship and punch your ticket to state. But I know you want to really focus. You played Thompson Falls so many times. What is it?
We know what we need to do.
You've placed in what? 1, 2, 3 in districts, and then 2 times in a race, so 5 times already. This will be the 6th against them. You guys know, but the thing is, you know them and you know how to beat them.
We know what to
do. But that was a heck of a match before. Yeah. So, and I thought this one, Powell County, might be a little bit, but you guys really stepped up and came out and played how you guys. When you guys do that, you are pretty much unbeatable.
Yeah, and that's what I preached to the girls. And, I mean, the girls did exactly what we needed to do. We had a couple mini goals in there that we reached, and proud of them.
Well, I'm going to let you go. And thank you. Is somebody coming out to talk to me?
Well, I told her to come right back after she changed, but.
Well, hopefully, is she. I can hang on. You got anything else to talk about? I mean, I didn't get to talk to you on pregame. So talk about, I think, seems like you were after our league came back, you were a little not happy with the team at that point. And I think that was a good move, going to the locker room and saying, hey, you guys got to step up and finish these. We just talked about is how we played that game in our league. Obviously, it's the girls are talented and they win and all the things that you see from the outside, but it wasn't with the fever that we need to go to state. I said we play that kind of volleyball. We do not go to state. You play that kind of volleyball against tough teams. You're not punching your ticket, and so I think the thing that was really good is they
they recognized what they did and what we needed to switch. And from there, hey, Piper, from there, we just, today was a good day.
Well, I'm really proud of you guys, even in that
Thank you.
first one over here. And, like you said, the third one, you let a little off the steam, but you recovered. You played really well against a very well-coached Powell County team and really shut Pearson down. She really spiked, but I thought you blocked her well and played well against her.
We worked on our block there for a second during a timeout and worked on some footwork with Ellie. And then, that girl never got another kill on her after we worked on some footwork.
Yeah.
And they had a couple of good players, and our goal was to get in their minds, and
Yeah. Well, thanks, Ariel, for joining me on the post game. It's always nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
After the match, and congratulations. So
we'll
see you tomorrow afternoon and get ready for that 5 o'clock game. And I'm going to talk to Piper Linson, the setter for Bigfork, the junior setter.
I got it.
One of my favorite players here. Look at that mic up so we can hear you.
Thanks.
So talk about your match. How you guys feel about that? Looks like it really came out. I mean, that third set against Arlie, you guys didn't play as strong, but you really stepped up, I thought, and played well against Powell County.
Yeah, that was a lot different. We had a lot more energy. We were a lot more pumped up. Even if we made mistakes, we kept pushing forward, 1 point at a time, not looking at the end result, and it seemed to have worked.
Well, that's good for you now. Guess what? You get to face Thompson Falls again. This is for the sixth time this year. So talk about that. You guys know how to play them. You know them well, so you know how you need to what you need to do to beat them. So 7B strong here at the divisional tournament.
Yeah, we're very excited. A little nervous. It's no one knows what's going to happen. It's either person's game, but I think we just have to be confident and play every point at a time and see where that takes us.
As Coach tells me pregame, it's the first to 5, first to 10, first to 15, first to 20, and first to 25. And you guys were able to take care of that today. You did fall in that last ball. You fell behind, but then you came back.
Yeah.
And you were able to finish things off in 3, which is kind of nice. Then you get a break, where T Falls and Anaconda had to go 5, and that was a great match before.
Yeah.
That was a phenomenal match. 15-13 in the 5th, I thought might be a little bit. But I think the top teams here, Bigfork, Thompson Falls out of 7B, and Anaconda, but I think you can take care of them as well.
Yeah.
So just take care of business tomorrow, and good luck against Thompson Falls. So
thank you.
Talk about your teammates and how you guys work together and talk together on the floor.
We're just very positive. We never bring each other down. We like to be as energetic, and even if we make mistakes, we brush it off and pump up our players, I guess. I don't know.
I can really see that, when somebody misses something, you pick the other one up and then continue on. It's like a philosophy I had when I coached baseball. Hey, next pitch, flush it, next pitch, and let's go, because that one you can't do anything about. Just move on.
We always make sure everyone's smiling, especially if we get points.
Well, great job today. A great win for you guys, and good luck tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow again, so it's always great to talk to you on the post game. Piper Linson, the setter for the Bigfork Valkyrie volleyball team.
Thank you.
Well, thanks to Coach Ariel Stanek and Piper Linson for joining me on the post-game show as the Valkyries win this one 3-0 over Powell County, 25-23, 25-20, and 25-15. They'll move in the 5 o'clock game. They got to play Thompson Falls, and if they win that tomorrow, they'll make it to the finals and a chance to punch their ticket to the state tournament. They haven't been in the state tournament in a long time. So thanks for joining me out there on BFSC Events 2, Valkyrie Volleyball here from Florence, Montana, the Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. This is James LaFontaine, the voice in the Vikes of the Vikes and Vals, and I'll be back here tomorrow to broadcast that game between Thompson Falls and Bigfork. For now, good night, and have a safe drive home or wherever you are. A great night and good night from Florence, Montana.